Hi, welcome to a brand new episode of Hero Huddle. This is a show where I, Tomahawk,
I Stu.
And I, Tristan.
we discuss the pop culture nerd news of the week. Rejoice! The Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer has arrived. Apparently, it's like a real movie that they filmed. You guys ready to sort of break the trailer down beat by beat?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Mhm.
Okay, so we start the trailer with him hanging upside down.
Spider-Verse style.
Yep, he's watching a video of Ned and MJ talking about their first day at MIT. And he's
Looks
just like,
like
oh man,
Yeah. He's like,
I'm missing
man,
out. Poor little guy.
poor little guy. And then he's off to do his Spider-Man stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I
He
do
takes
like the
off.
effects on the him diving, the ripples
Yeah.
in the suit as he
Mhm.
falls. Very nice
Mhm.
touch.
Very amazing Spider-Man too.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's a good effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just looking at it again.
So this is 4 years after the last one, right?
It is.
Yes. That's a long time to be depressed and Spider-Man. That's
But-
a long time for someone as smart and good looking as Tom Holland, or as Peter Parker, I should say. Good looking Tom Holland. I don't know if he's smart or not. I don't know his credentials on that part. I feel like 4 years, he is intentionally trying not to make friends.
I think that makes sense for where this version of Peter is in his life, though, because he ended the last movie kind of deciding that like his friends were better off without him. It kind of makes sense that if you come to that conclusion, you're not going to actively be adding more friends to your life, because he would also just be
Yeah.
putting them in danger. So I guess it kind of makes sense that he'd be keeping people at a distance.
It's kind of like a weird conclusion he comes to, where he's like, I can't be friends with them, but I'm gonna still go to the same school with them and hit the same bodega as Ned, go to don't they have aren't they in like the same apartment building too?
We'll get to that later in the
Okay.
trailer. Yeah. So we see him take off. Oh, there's
Uh-huh.
the shot where you see his eye behind the mask like it's an Iron Man helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And that looks insane because that's a skin tight suit, my guy. I don't know who thought this was. It doesn't make any sense. I think it's a cool idea.
I've heard people talk about that online, and people's response to that is, I mean, if you think about it, Iron Man shouldn't have that much room in his helmet either, because his is right in front of his face, but we're getting a whole,
Yeah.
we can see his
It's-
screens and all that stuff.
It's for the aura, and
Yeah.
that's what it's for.
There's
It's not
certainly more
meant
space in
to
an
make
Iron Man
sense.
helmet than this, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I have an Iron Man helmet.
See.
There's more space.
I also have a Spider-Man mask, and it's pretty tight.
Mm-hmm. So that shot I found a little distracting, but interesting. Oh, looking at, I believe that letter that he wrote to like introduce himself to them at the end of the last movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hi, my name's Peter Parker. That whole thing. So,
Mhm.
and in that shot, he is still wearing his web shooters.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So I think that gives us a sort of indicator of where we are in this timeline. After watching this trailer, I am convinced most of this trailer is going to be in the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Like a little montage kind of.
A montage
This is
recap.
what's happened in the 4 years since last one.
Yes.
That's where it'd make the most sense, because if they just started off 4 years later, like I said, he's already decided not to become friends with these people again,
Mhm.
but he's still looking over like the letter to reintroduce himself, and still like staying that close to their lives. Like that wouldn't make any sense, because after 4 years, you'd have to have the resolve not to go back after that.
Right. Your life just moves on. You become more comfortable with people not being there. But it's a movie and he doesn't have anybody else, I guess. So he's just sort of holding on to that. So he's hanging out in the same bodega as Ned, washing the Spider-Man costume in a washer. He gets the key to the city. That, it looks like we might have a little spoiler for Daredevil.
Yep.
Stu hasn't finished the first season of Born
The
Again
fact that
yet.
it's not Fisk giving him the key.
Well, this woman handing him the key is a character in that series.
Oh, that's not Kamala Harris? Oh, it's not. Oh, I don't know who that is.
They should have gotten Kamala Harris for this.
Yeah, that'd be
Mm.
really funny.
That would have been cool.
Okay, yeah.
We did it, Peter.
We did it, Peter.
She's the only person who remembers. So it looks like MJ and Ned were watching him get the key to the city.
Those shots might not be
That's
from
fair.
the same scene. That might be
That's
them
fair.
watching like Scorpion destroy like Chinatown or something like that. I don't know.
Ned has a smile on his face. I don't know.
Maybe he's racist.
Yeah, maybe
To his own, to other Asians.
I don't think he's Chinese. Oh yeah, dude. Asian racism is insane. They hate
true.
each other so much over there.
Yeah.
That's very true.
I have heard about that online.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about Zendaya in this trailer is that for some reason, this is the best she's ever looked in a Spider-Man movie. And I don't know if it's because like she's older, so they're trying to say she's like not the like grungy high school kid or whatever. But
Yeah.
like people are like, I'm glad they're letting her Zendaya be Zendaya in this trailer.
It's not that they weren't letting her be Zendaya. She was supposed to be like a 17-year-old, like in the last one, and like probably like 16, 15 in the first one. So like she's probably not supposed to look too much like Zendaya.
Right. Now she's Zendaya-ing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know I said I was going to get all the negative stuff out first.
Mm-hmm.
I am a little disappointed that she's not a redhead.
Yeah, that is a bummer, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like, hey, if she's going to be MJ, I feel like MJ should be a redhead.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I just don't think. Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, fine.
I never really liked like red hair on black people. It's always like a weird look for me, I think. Because it usually has to be dyed and it has to be like super like not necessarily like, yeah, it has to be like super vibrant and like bright red usually.
Have you seen her with red hair, Zendaya? She looks good with red hair.
Was it actually her red hair or was it like
yeah,
someone photoshopping it?
Yeah, I think she had dyed it for some kind of like event or something. And everyone was like, oh my gosh, she's going to have it in the movie.
Is that red enough though for MJ? Because it's kind of like more brownish red than red.
I mean, it's better than what she has now, like for the movie, you know?
Yes. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think it necessarily has to have red hair. She has to have red hair.
I would just like her to.
I'm sure you would.
I get you, Tomahawk. I feel you.
Thank you. Somebody making sense around here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So runs, puts on the mask, does his little weird CGI jump, starts swinging. Punisher hits him with a truck.
That's honestly great.
What do you think is going on in this scene?
Punisher is trying to chase these baddies, but he has no like respect for New York, so he's just like trashing shit the entire time. And I think Spider-Man is just stepping in to be like, hey, Frank, step off because you're blowing up like half of Manhattan right now. That might be the extent of what he's in the movie for, honestly.
Yeah, it could be.
Maybe. The actual shot where Spidey gets hit by the truck, I think, looks kind of bad. But
really?
Yeah. I like seeing him kick Frank Castle out of it, though.
Yeah, cool.
The Common Rider kick was pretty cool.
Also, shouldn't Frank be like dead from that kick?
No, he tough.
Yeah, he tough.
He's been through worse.
He's wearing a vest.
He's tough. Then we have Spider Cuck.
We have Spider Cuck. I want to talk about Frank Castle because
about Frank.
It brings me a lot of joy.
Yeah,
that like he's really in the MCU proper. Like, yeah, Daredevil, Born Again, and whatever. Like, it's in the MCU. But now we have the Punisher in a movie. He's in a Spider-Man movie. And it just does my heart good to see the guy from Daredevil season 2 from the Netflix show to make it.
Yeah.
He gets to be kicked by Spider-Man, and that's beautiful.
I always thought it was funny that they didn't try to get him into movies more since the acquisition and things like that. To be fair, was the first Punisher movie good? Not really. Was it fun? Yeah. Was it cool? Yeah. Punisher Warzone is super cool. It is some of the coolest action I remember seeing from that, that time in my life.
It's the
he's
Punisher.
He's always had the coolest movies. Were they always like, A pluses? No. but I mean, it's a guy who's going out for revenge and shooting bad guys. That's all you cinema.
I
Yeah.
also think that Punisher works well against, like, just adding him in as an ingredient to another superhero, like in the same way, like with Daredevil. It's like, hey, man, maybe you shouldn't kill people. And the Punisher's like, no, I love killing people. It's my favorite thing.
I
Yeah.
loved it.
You can't stop me. I kill people, and I'm kind of a good guy if you squint.
I mean, he is the vision. He is like he's like a lens into what if the superheroes just didn't care about, not killing. That's his whole thing. Is like, hey, if I don't kill this guy, he's going to get out of jail eventually and kill somebody else. So I'm just
Right.
going to stop it here. If I
Right.
go to hell over that, I don't care.
I think it's kind of a shame that they weren't able to get Punisher in for like Captain America Civil War, something in that era. Because I love his role in the Civil War comic where everyone on both sides just like, no, you're not on our side. We hate you.
We don't want that guy. No, he's not with us.
So do you guys think he's gonna say to Spider-Man, "Let me tell you something"?
Let me
I
tell
hope
you
so.
something.
Let me tell you something, Red.
Let me tell you something.
I tell you
He
what.
might.
Boy, let me tell you what. All right, so we cut to the house party, like apartment warming
Yeah,
type of
the
deal.
spider cuck scene.
Mhm.
Spider cuck scene.
Do we think that's Paul?
I hope so.
Who is Paul?
He's a character in like modern Spider-Man comics.
I think
Was
it was
MJ's new
it the
boyfriend
new
until recently.
husband, I think.
Yeah, well, they
Yeah.
just broke up.
They broke up. It doesn't matter. Anyway, Spider-Man got thrown into another dimension and MJ like started like redating after he was gone for like a couple of years and everyone hates Paul. This could be Paul.
You would know Paul as the little three-eyed monkey that showed up at the end of every episode of Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah. Same
Hi, I'm
guy.
Paul.
We have the shot where he like gets sick and falls down, which I think is my favorite thing in this trailer.
Really?
Because
Yeah.
the camera like follows him?
Something, I feel like it just because it doesn't look like it's from a Spider-Man movie.
It doesn't.
Also, it does look like this should be like his rock bottom. I like how
Mhm.
gritty it looks.
Mm-hmm.
That was the shot like when they were releasing the clips yesterday, like just the little bits. That was one of them. And that was the one that actually got me hyped for the trailer, where I was like, okay, Peter is going to be in for a rough time this movie.
Yeah.
And then we cut to him like emerging from his web cocoon.
One of his nipples are bigger than the other.
That's true for most people, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, this is the shot where you get to see Holland's physique. And I was like, oh, golly. I thought because of the costume, I thought he had phoned it in for this one.
He's
like,
still
oh.
a spider. He's still a spider.
You think maybe those scenes with him in the suit are like him pre-power up, and that's why he's like not feeling in the suit very much, but then like now this is like after the changes and he's like definitely more muscular, because that's what they did with Toby Spider-Man. He was not very muscular at the beginning, and then like he had his metamorphosis and all of a sudden he's ripped.
Interesting.
Could be.
I find that an intriguing concept. I don't think that they have done that. If they had done that, I think it'd be good. But
he looks larger in the scene where he's like hanging.
Yeah. Also, I have to show you guys the frame that I paused on. I probably should have just been sharing my screen this entire time.
I didn't know you could do that. Wow.
Wowzers.
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that a beautiful frame?
There we go.
Ah.
Oh my Lord. I love it. Oh, there's his toes.
Got his little toesies, got his dogs out. Man,
And,
if he'd hit the ground, he'd be just like Dirty Danny.
Good on Dirty Danny. Good on them for on the metamorphosis for letting him keep his underwear when all the rest of his clothes are gone.
This summer.
Mm-hmm.
He gets scanned.
Oh,
we see Bruce Banner. Okay, let's talk about Hulk and Bruce Banner in this movie.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
What do we think is going on with Bruce Banner in this movie?
He's a teacher.
Why is he not in his Smart Hulk form?
Because he can't fit through doors.
Okay.
He's got the device on from She-Hulk.
The gamma regulator.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand why he just wants to be normal size though. Also, is it just me? Like, were you guys surprised at how old Mark Ruffalo looks in this trailer?
Oh, I realized that like movies ago.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was.
When Hulk had like gray hair, I'm like, damn, he's getting old.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was fine with that. This is the first time where I'm like, oh, I think we are going to be getting like a new Bruce Banner soon, huh?
Yeah. I mean, his son exists.
Yeah,
That's
we just
true.
have his son from now on. That'd be great.
I think after Secret Wars, we're going to get a new. He says, what did you say your name was?
Mm-hmm.
And I know everybody online is clamoring that they're going to get that scene from the comics where Bruce Banner doesn't remember who Peter is, but the Hulk remembers who Peter is. I really don't want that to happen
I don't think it will.
Yeah.
because it doesn't make any sense
It wouldn't make any sense.
because they never like interacted in any way.
I don't think they have ever interacted once. Like they might have interacted during Endgame, during like the final fight, and that's it.
They were both at Tony's funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably didn't have
and-
much to say to each other. And that's
Yeah.
still Bruce. That's not Hulk. Oh wait, that was Hulk. That was Hulk there.
It
I
was
don't
like
know.
Bruce's brain.
Like, at best, during the blip, maybe Tony told Banner about Peter. He's just like, well, he's dead now. I guess it's not really a big deal if I tell you who Spider-Man was.
I think the only reason why the Hulk would have remembered Spider-Man is because Spider-Man's like one of the only heroes like to fight Hulk and like not immediately die. And so it's like that level of respect that Hulk has where he actually like remembers someone who would otherwise be puny. They never had that interaction. So I don't think Hulk cares about who Spider-Man is because he's never had to fight Spider-Man and get punched by Spider-Man.
Do we think that we're going to get a return to the Savage Hulk? I think yes.
Would love that.
It'd really make the movie kind of everywhere at that point because
It's already kind of everywhere.
that's what I'm saying. Like if we're adding that on top of what's going to be going on in the rest of the trailer, that's a lot to get through and what I assume is less than 3 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe
We got some water dropping. It looks like Peter's spider sense is going kind of
have a little
crazy.
Daredevil moment. He
Yeah.
webbed up his room, which hey, same brother, I do that too.
Me too, man. He either gets like thrown with his webs or like he slingshots himself into a water tower.
I feel like that's some clever editing. I don't think that's really what's happening here.
What do you think is happening?
So if you watch it, there's a cut
There is a
in
cut.
between.
There's a cut.
In between, like when he is like showing himself pulling against something, and then when he launches. I don't know. I feel like they're not showing something for a reason.
Huh?
I mean, you can see his webs on the wall, like once it shows where he's going. So obviously he's webbed to the wall. But I think when he hits the water tower, I don't know if that's the same scene. That could be a fight. It could be something else.
There is certainly something going on here.
Yeah, and they don't want us to know, which I like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I keep looking back and forth at it right now, and I'm not sure what's happening here. I mean, people online were like, oh, and even I said it. I was like, maybe he's like trying to hold Hulk back from doing something. But then you see the webs on the wall, and it's like, okay, well, that's not the case.
What could cause the Hulk to like reemerge in that way where he's like uncontrollable again is my question. Because him and Banner seem to be in harmony, in the most recent stuff. So what happens, I guess?
There seems to be a entity of some sort later in this trailer that seems to be sort of jumping body to body.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is something reminiscent of like what Wanda did to Hulk in Age of Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
And like she kind of sets him loose. Or maybe it's somebody controlling the Hulk body.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know. And that's if we even get Hulk in this at all. Like, it's
Right.
possible it's just Banner.
Yeah.
Right.
I said it'd be a lot to add Hulk in here. But then again, maybe some of the stuff that we're seeing here is minor and it's going to be part of a little montage, which I hate, but here we are.
Right after he hits the water tower, we cut to him at Aunt May's grave. Something really interesting about that is we see that the date is she died in 2024, which was a few years after No Way Home came out. It's always fascinating when the MCU drops like a hard date on something.
What do you think we're seeing in this lab?
I do think that's Sadie Sink in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody that's bound to a chair, and it looks like there's some kind of living area going on around them. We have like a bookshelf. There looks like an old TV,
some
a desk,
rollerblades,
bed.
speakers.
Really interesting. Kind of looks like a dorm. Kind of looks like it's the 70s.
It looks like they're like almost like having her in like a test.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how would she react to this? And then they like caught her or something like that. I don't know.
It's Sadie Sink playing Jean Grey. They caught her and they kept her in a cubicle.
That is a popular theory that's going around.
Is it really?
It is.
Oh, that's crazy.
I think that is a solid possibility, is that she's playing Jean Grey. One of the other things I've seen going around is that she is playing Typhoid Mary.
Some unfortunate name.
It is. But who is an interesting character? More commonly associated with Daredevil.
Hey, it's me, Malaria Mike.
There's some kind of explosion and people running away.
So this is the part
probably damage control
where this is after the scene with Punisher. This is the same convoy that he was following. Looks like it crashed through the building.
Yeah.
Tristan had asked about that earlier, and it's got the old woman in it.
I'm trying to see if I can see his web shooters in any of these frames, because I think that would, right now, it's the only indicator of like before and after, because he had his web shooters, I'm pretty sure, in the scene with Punisher.
This is probably right after that scene, is the thing.
It might not be, though.
It's the same. It's the same car.
Same kind of car.
I mean, okay, if you want to be pedantic about it, sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same car. It's the same car.
Okay, so we got old woman and some kind of like tank or something.
APC.
So it cuts from like her and like whooshes over to like somebody else who whooshes over somebody else. So there's like something going from person to person. Now, when I first saw that, all I could think of was the Shadow King. Are you guys familiar with?
That's the Hat Man's brother, right?
It's an X-Men villain, primarily, who does basically this of like going sort of body to body.
Do you guys think we're gonna see? I don't know how you say his name. I think it's Moreland in this.
We are not gonna see Moreland in this.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't even know who that is.
He's a like interdimensional vampire that likes to like kill spider people because of their tasty blood or whatever.
Oh yeah, there's no way. That's such a deep cut.
Because some people are saying this is kind of following like the like Evolve or Die comic line. And Moreland is in that, and he's the one that like kills Spider-Man, and then Spider-Man comes back,
He
and
turns
that's what
into
triggers
like a spider dude.
Yeah, that's what kind of triggers the whole thing. And he gets new powers like organic webs, night vision. He gets stronger, faster. He gets stingers that come out of his wrist.
Yeah.
A stronger connection to the spider totem.
I don't think we're going to get any of that.
I think that's a little too much.
We did the big multiverse Spider-Man movie last time. I think they're going to try and make this slightly more street level. So like just more grounded.
Yeah.
Like we're going to see him like take on a lot of other stuff. Like I'm kind of good if this is just not that weird.
Yeah.
Also, nobody likes Moreland. Not really. Replace Moreland with Morbius.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
So we have Tremel Tillman sitting at a desk. I think we have Keith David's voiceover, or what people think is Keith David. Finally, we got Michael Mando Scorpion.
Yeah.
Jesus, finally.
Can you, like, I was talking to somebody at work today, and he was introduced 9 years ago.
Good Lord.
That's crazy.
It's Brave
bananas.
New World all over again.
Dude, that's insane. Yeah, seriously. They're like, who?
Yeah.
We've been waiting for Scorpion for almost a full decade.
He did his entire sentence in prison.
If you
Get let out
if
early
you
for good behavior
really
or
think
anything.
about it, we've been waiting on Scorpion since like they were writing Spider-Man 4 because he was going to be in Spider-Man 4, the Tobey Maguire ones.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
And never got that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So I'm really glad we're finally getting the Scorpion payoff. Because also back then they somehow like they casted like a good actor for it and he stayed good and like relevant and people still like him. And we get to see him.
Yeah.
And I hope he is as at least half as cool as he was in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the animated show.
I think it's got the same problem that Lanterns has. The suit's just not green enough for me. I need more green.
Yeah. It's very muted.
It's very muted, but it does look like we only really see it like in the dark or at nighttime. So
Yeah.
Eh,
But like they
we'll
went
see.
through the trouble of making Spider-Man pop.
That's true.
You know? It's fine. For
Could
all
be.
we know, he's also a minor character in this.
Mm-hmm.
He might not get more than one scene.
I love Scorpion as a Spider-Man villain just because like I think he's one of the dumber ones.
Yeah, it's like a silly.
Yeah.
It's like the Rhino. It's kind of silly.
I feel like the Rhino makes more sense because it's just like it depends on like the version that they're going with, but like just big guy or big mech suit. Like he's like more like indestructible or whatever. And I don't know. It's just I have a big robot tail that I'm gonna try and stab you with.
Yeah.
Feels a lot sillier.
He kind of fits in with like Doc Ock as like other 8-legged creatures that aren't spiders. But then like the rest of his rogues gallery is like just other animals or a guy who is electricity.
Yeah.
Or sand or water. It's like, what's the theme here? Come on.
Yeah.
We got a shot where he scares some birds.
He's obviously not in control of whatever he's doing.
Not only is he scaring the birds are stuck to him as he's flying off the roof.
That's true.
Right.
That is true.
Which is hilarious.
He's like in a web, like I don't know what's going on.
He like hits the roof, rolls around like in a web, and has some birds stuck to him.
Comedy gold.
Stu, what's the guy's name from the Spider-Man games with the pigeons?
Huh?
Did you play the Spider-Man games?
I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, like the homeless guy or whatever?
Yeah, the guy from Home Alone 2.
Wait. Hold on.
This is a joke that like both of you
I was
get
like,
for the wrong reasons.
Happening?
Yeah, we each got half of this joke.
What is his name? Imagine he's in the movie.
He's not in the movie.
Just imagine, though.
Okay, I'm going to imagine.
I imagine.
John Howard.
There's no way his name is just John.
Or, yeah.
That has to be
the pigeon
most
guy
forgettable name I've ever heard for a fictional character.
Possible Howard cameo? Does he know?
John Howard, does he know? Who's the guy from, let me see.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
I want that. That sounds good.
He just stole that guy's pizza. Yeah. That would be pretty hilarious. That would be the most insane callback.
Yep.
The next shot we have Punisher say, "You're losing it, kid." So if we get him like pointing at Spider-Man and saying, "Now, like you listen here," or like
Red.
Let
me tell you something.
I feel like Daredevil's red. Like he's been calling him red for.
You think he'll call Spider-Man Webhead?
You probably call him Twink.
I'm
now
gonna
you
guess,
listen here, Twink.
That would be so accurate, though.
In the real world, it would be
character.
Snowflake.
And he'd be like, "Oh man, I'm not a Twink.
Like,
don't call me that, Frank."
Mr. Castle, come on. Oh my God. Okay, where do we think he is in that scene?
Warehouse.
It looks like some kind of warehouse.
Do you think he's like guarding something or someone, or is he looking for something?
Like, Frank is there to kill something for sure.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Frank for you.
Yeah.
And do you think Spider-Man's there, or do they have like an earpiece thing going?
I think he's there.
He's there. There's no way they're close
Okay.
enough to have comms.
Fair. Okay.
They're probably not at the level where they can work together on anything.
Okay.
I did find it interesting earlier in the trailer. I feel like we may have brushed by this. Like Spider-Man just yells Frank at him when he gets hit by the truck. So like that's not their first interaction.
No.
So do you guys think we're going to see their first interaction? Are we going to see the characters meet, or was the movie going to start and it's just like, we've met before?
That's the easiest way to do it. The audience isn't stupid. We can draw the connection that they've met before. This is not their first run in, you know?
I hear what you're saying. I agree. I feel like that's what they're going to do.
Okay.
But also, this is Marvel. And like, it's kind of their whole thing of characters meeting each other for the first time.
Yeah. Did they do like a flashback scene for the leader in Brand New Day to like him in The Incredible Hulk?
No.
Brave New World?
Yeah.
They did not.
No, like
They
a
did
flashback
not.
to okay, so they obviously think we have the memory of an elephant to not forget about this guy who has had no plot relevance for like 15 years, you know?
That's true.
So I'm sure that they did not have time to include that, and they were like, we can just leave that out. They can just assume that they've met before.
Interesting.
Yeah. I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially with them calling him Frank just off the bat. Like, okay.
Come on,
I
Frank.
hopefully we see it like in a montage. That's what I would like.
Yeah, my favorite.
So I'm thinking like we get a montage of like Spider-Man beating up a bunch of villains or whatever. And he's just like, okay. And that catches you up to today. And then like he swings down and then he gets hit by the truck by Frank or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what would be great is if this Spider-Man would do that thing that we always get in the Spider-Verse movies where he's like, all right, let's do this one more time.
That'd
And
be
we
great.
get to see his version of that. That would be wild.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this one last time. The shot right after Frank is him in the Spider-Man costume standing in front of MJ.
Hot take, that does not look good.
It doesn't.
I don't know why.
I think it's that his head is leaning too far forward.
Also, it bothers me that she's taller than him.
Well, that's real life.
Yeah.
I know. She likes her short king. She's married to him.
Yeah. Or she's not.
But, huh?
Or she's not. I don't know.
Rumors.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like the idea of Spider-Man saying MJ. Like, it's weird to me.
That's the way all these movies have been. And I think that is a credit to them. Coming from a short, I'm glad that we have some short representation.
I feel like in Far From Home, they made them eye level.
No.
Like when they kissed for like the first time on the bridge or whatever.
Nope, she's taller than him.
Oh, dear God. Okay.
Like that this is the thing that
and
breaks
that's why Frank calls him a twink. It writes itself.
That's fair. That's fair.
The way that like his head is sort of leaning forward, like he should.
So
I think his posture is a little off here.
Do you think that he just saved her from something and she's like, who are you?
Kidnapped her from her house, I think.
Yeah.
Like, just like Spiderweb pulled her up to the roof.
Maybe.
I do wonder if she remembers some of the Spider-Man stuff. Like when she has her memory wiped, like she's at the Statue of Liberty in No Way Home. So like there's going to be some gaps in her memory.
Yeah, for sure.
So I feel like the character that they've set up with her, she would be trying to explore that. I think it makes sense that she's trying to like sort of track Spider-Man down, try and figure out what happened there.
Yeah, I have a comment on that further in the trailer.
Okay. So enhance, right? We get more of the scene where he's like stopping like the tank, having it like web around. I think that looks really good. He hits that bus and the girl in the bus doesn't seem affected.
Everyone's like, it's Rogue. I'm like, no, it's not.
It's not Rogue.
Good
When
Lord.
are people going to learn their lesson?
Dude.
You want to know how I know that's not Rogue? I have no idea who that is. They wouldn't cast a nobody for Rogue and then introduce her in a split-second scene shot in a Spider-Man trailer.
Yeah.
Then we have the little montage of comic book covers come to life.
Do you guys think it's true that this is the final scene or the fight scene in Thunderbolts?
No, that's ridiculous. I would love it to be that, but these movies, they don't do that kind of interconnectivity.
One thing I was silent for a little bit because I was looking back at No Way Home to see like the actual effects of the spell that Strange was using. People didn't forget Spider-Man. It was just
Exactly.
Peter Parker and the fact that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Yes.
So she's definitely going to have like memories of Spider-Man being around a lot, but not know why.
Like, with her memory, she's going to like sort of come to what she's going to remember is like, I'm here at the Statue of Liberty. I'm watching 3 Spider-Men fight and punch some old guy.
Why am I here?
Well, I think that's how MJ kind of figured it out. In the second one, she was like, I've never seen Spider-Man and you in the same room. But no one knows Peter even exists.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it would have to be like a lot of like backtracking because like people forgot about Peter, but I'm going to assume it was just a memory spell. So he still has records and things like that of existing.
The end of No Way Home kind of indicates that isn't the case, but it's hard to.
Yeah,
we don't know. This movie will have to establish that.
Yeah, because according to what the thing was, is people's memories it wipes completely. But I mean, if you still got a social security number and shit like that, I mean, how did he get to Empire State University if he is completely wiped from ever existing in any database ever? You know.
He was like studying for some kind of test.
He was studying for a GED.
Yeah, because he couldn't graduate from high school.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is crazy that he got a GED and then went to Empire State University.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's from a deleted scene or it's from the extended cut where we see like the school after the spell. We see pictures that Peter was there for, and like he's been like magically like covered up, like birds are flying by, so like his face is covered and people are just like, oh, I don't know who that is.
You can kind of do whatever you want with magic. I know I'm like kind of nitpicking a little bit with like, oh well, it shouldn't do this, but it's magic. There's no rules. If it wants to erase all of your photos but not your social security number, by all means, I don't care.
Yeah.
They did a little shot of the OG comic cover.
I really like that one.
Yep. I like it a lot.
I think it's fine. Like, it's a cool idea. I just don't. It doesn't look real.
That's fair.
Well yeah.
It's not.
I mean, because like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of scenes in here that look great, but to me, this isn't like
these are
one of them.
Easily just CG shots that were made for the montage at the beginning of the movie. The beginning of the movie is going to start off with, hey, this is what I've been doing for the last 4 years. And it's going to do literally this shot by shot of what he's been up to, fighting Boomerang.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah.
I do think there's going to be some narration over these shots. Also, the with Boomerang, I could tell that they're trying to imitate like a comic cover. I did not recognize which one it was supposed to be.
Same.
Not until I saw it side by side. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I admire the attempt, but I don't know if it really worked. Here we go. Let's get into
this shot is so cool.
All right. So what I said before about like the shot of him like falling down is what made me hyped for the trailer. This is what makes me hyped for the movie, actually.
Yeah, just this like still alone, him on his knees with ninjas. That's so cool.
This is going to be good stuff.
Yeah.
Just like a guy with a sword jumping at him.
This is the hand, right?
Yes, this is the hand.
No, this is the foot. They're actually going to introduce the Ninja Turtles in this movie as well.
Feet.
Yeah.
Don't threaten me with a good time, Stu.
Yeah, this is the hand, and I mean, hey, more reason for Daredevil to show up.
Why do we think he's not wearing his mask in this scene?
That's a good question.
It fell off.
I think they just know who he is.
They're ninjas. They found it out on their own.
Also, some people think that they're definitely scrubbing some stuff out. The part where he grabs the sword with his webs, they think his body looks a little too touched up.
They could be.
Could be.
And his eyes turn black. What's that about?
I do wonder. So, like, I know this isn't going to happen because why would it? So what the Hand were after in the Netflix version of Daredevil was like individuals who could be the Black Sky, and having his eyes turn black. I'm like, Are they trying to like turn him? Is Peter Parker a possible like Black Sky candidate? Like I know they used Elektra and the Defenders for that purpose, but I
don't
find it
know.
interesting.
Do you think we're going to see the dragon?
The dragon that went to New York, got mugged, and then just buried under the city?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. I would love for like him to meet up with Daredevil, and Daredevil is just like, oh yeah, we fought the Hand once over some dragon bones buried under the city.
Yeah.
I died, kinda.
Kinda.
Killed my girlfriend.
Yep.
But yeah, after I saw these guys in the trailer, I was just like, wow. They're really doing it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that we got the Hand in a movie.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It's exciting.
So right after that, we get the shot of him like lunging at the grip of the Hand, like midair outside. So comic booky, and I love it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Do we think that there are other people in this shot that have been digitally removed?
Yes.
No, they haven't been removed. They've just been covered up.
Yeah.
The brick wall that's to the left of Spider-Man looks like it's like just a JPEG of a wall that's been put in front of something else. The depth doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Does it look weird to you?
It does look weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they just like put a wall in front of some of the other heroes. I don't.
Now, in terms of like the background, the background's not particularly interesting or good, but yeah, there is something weird with the wall.
The wall is weird.
Yeah. Who do we think is in this shot?
All of the Defenders. Every single one of them.
I was gonna say Danny Rand. It's definitely
Dirty
Danny.
Danny.
We gotta have Dirty Danny.
Gotta have Dirty Danny in there.
And his dirty dogs.
Now, it could be Iceman and Firestar.
Could be.
We don't know.
Could be.
Like Sadie Sink could be Firestar. That's a possibility.
That building does blow up with fire.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
I think the most likely candidate is the Hulk. We haven't seen him, but
I was gonna say Daredevil.
I think that is next. Well, two down. I mean, obviously Punisher's in this.
Listen,
I think it
in
would
this
look
shot.
in just probably in the scene.
I'm sure that they are professional ninjas. I don't think that they would be jumping at the Hulk like this.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like they'd be like, "Oh God!" Like
they'd be like,
"Please,
no, we are not trained for this."
Yeah, this is out of my pay grade.
My thing is, I think that we often are coming up with ideas of like, oh, who are they hiding in this? And No Way Home was one of the few times that like we were all right. But like Daredevil's not that. It would just be more of a selling point to just have him in the trailer.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen the new season of the show. So maybe some stuff happens that they don't want to give away. Maybe.
It could be. I don't know who else would be fighting the Hand in this capacity other than Daredevil and Iron Fist. That being said, they haven't done anything with Iron Fist yet.
Wow.
It would be a wild swing for them to introduce a new Iron Fist in this movie.
It would be.
It would be.
It's Ned.
The CEO of sex himself.
He does have magic.
He's got wizard powers.
He is magical.
Yeah. That would be a choice.
Do you think he remembers that he has magic powers? That has nothing to do with Peter.
That does
like it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, maybe
it would be weird for them to just forget that they met Doctor Strange.
Yeah, there's no way they forgot that. They're like, remember that time?
Unless he just inserted it in a spell. He's like, I do not want these kids showing up at my house.
He probably used the spell again to like wipe their memories.
Right.
Because he used the spell originally to like wipe Wong's memory about a party they had at the temple. So
that's very true.
He can probably just use it whenever he wants as long as he sticks to the rules of the spell.
It would have been so funny to have Doctor Strange go home after the events of No Way Home, and then Ned shows up again. It's like, hey, so like, obviously I'm still like magic. Can you teach me how to do magic? And then he just does the same thing and memory wipes him again.
That'd be really good.
That'd be hilarious.
So I think most likely thing, it's just Spider-Man.
There's no way.
Maybe there's just nobody else in this shot.
There's no way.
Because that is the least interesting thing it could be. Second least interesting thing would be Punisher and Hulk. Then after that, we get into the like Daredevil and whatnot.
Also, I can't picture the Punisher in this kind of a shot. Like jumping.
Falling to his death.
Yeah, I just don't see him doing anything acrobatic. Like it's silly. Like I could see him being on the top of the building with a gun shooting down or something. But him like in the air with like a knife, I'm just like, bro,
Spider-Man
there's no
is
way.
in a weird position. Maybe he has Frank on his back in this scene.
Does happen. Because the other thing is, like, I don't entirely know who, unless they were behind that wall. Like, I don't know where they would be in the composition.
Yeah. The
I'm gonna
wall is a red
say
herring. They might have just removed whoever's there.
Yeah.
But we can't deny the wall is weird.
It's a
it is
weird wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they're definitely hide somebody. I just don't know who. But yeah, I would like to think it's Daredevil. Some people think Daredevil might be a bad guy in this movie.
I would like to point out,
Okay.
looking at the positions of the ninjas, some of them are definitely like seem to be going up towards Spider-Man, but the two
Yeah.
guys at the bottom are going more laterally.
Yeah, they do seem to be going straight ahead.
Yeah.
I was gonna say no one is above Peter. I think there's definitely
Someone
people
below
under
him.
him.
Yeah.
And that's why
there's
like
someone there.
dude, if it's Hulk, like the balls on these ninjas, man.
They need a raise.
Like, yeah. Seriously.
Absolutely. Maybe
Cool
it's like
shot.
a fake out. Maybe there's just more ninjas, you know?
Maybe this shot's not even in the movie.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's an Infinity War.
Running.
Hulk's not in this one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't piss me off, please.
I will say the shot with the ninjas, that it just looks straight out of a comic.
It's kind of the best part of the trailer, if I'm being completely
Yeah.
honest, is just like the shots of them, but then also just the concept of them having ninjas in this movie is just so cool. It's kind of my favorite part of the whole trailer.
Yeah. Very cool.
Really interesting stuff. Then we get the scene with back at like the little housewarming party, and we get MJ's little friendly neighbor joke,
which they've done before. That's fine.
Pretty good. And that's it. That's the trailer.
That's it.
Okay, wait 1 second. So remember you guys were saying that you think they're piecing stuff together and whatnot? In the background, when they show Peter, there's a lot of pictures
of Spider-Man.
So I definitely think MJ or Ned, I don't know whose apartment this is. I guess it's MJ's, but I think she's definitely doing that like conspiracy theory with like the strings. She's like, okay, who is this guy? Why do I know so much about him? She's got a whole wall back there.
That's a good point. I did miss that.
I did too. Good eye.
I try.
I got a funny little screen grab here too that I would like to share.
That also explains why he's so nervous, because he thinks that she's figured it out after she said that.
Yeah. He's like, ha. Friendly neighborhood. It's funny. Yeah.
Anything else that comes to mind? Any hopes and dreams going forward? Do you think we'll get another trailer before it comes out?
I hope not.
We'll get
They showed a lot.
They showed a lot.
They show a lot.
I said at the start of this, I really love that I can't entirely piece the plot together. You know, that had to take a ton of restraint from Sony to not just spell out everything. They love spoiling their entire movie in their trailers. Yeah. This is probably my favorite Spider-Man trailer that we've had with Tom Holland.
This is probably on track to be his best one. I do love No Way Home, but I will admit it is a lot of nostalgia bait that goes along with that. Having the two OGs in there did a lot of heavy lifting. But yeah, I feel like this will probably be Tom Holland's best one, and it could probably put it in the contender for like one of the best Spider-Man movies if it is really good though.
If it lives up to the hype, I think it might be able to take it.
One thing I saw some people talking about online was they think that they're like the MCU Spider-Man, like they're not really doing a good job of using like characters that are close to Peter, like Harry and like Gwen and like people like that. Like it is kind of weird that this is his fourth movie and we haven't seen or heard about Harry.
Yeah.
At all. Not even in like like your friend from childhood or like anything like that, you know.
I mean, we haven't even seen like any Oscorp buildings in any of the
Oscorp
movies.
doesn't exist.
And that's probably
That's right.
what it is that they just isn't there.
Yeah. When Norman comes over in No Way Home, he says that Oscorp
said
doesn't
that.
exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is very strange.
It is.
I mean, we'll see how this movie ends. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a cool post-credit scene or something.
Ooh, do you guys want to make any guesses as to any kind of teasers for future Holland Spider-Man projects? Because I have one that they could do depending on how the movie goes.
So, like, movies after this one?
Yeah, like for example, I am thinking that they're probably going to allude to some of his other love interests in some way, I think. I would like to see that.
Yeah.
You know, your Black Cats, and maybe he gets a job at the Bugle in this one.
That'd be cool.
That would be good. I'd
Yeah.
like that.
It's about time.
I mean, he does live on his own.
Yeah, but also the Bugle's like a web show now.
Yeah, but it's a
Yeah.
big web show.
Yeah. Maybe they get their own, proper
Yeah.
newspaper.
Yeah, what do we think he's doing for money?
Photographer, just taking pictures of Spider-Man.
Could be. Just stealing, too. I don't know. Maybe scholarship money. Because you can get some scholarships can go towards, your living conditions and things like that.
Might be like a lab assistant at someplace on campus.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll see Happy in this movie?
No.
I doubt it.
No.
No. It's kind of one of those things where, like, the last movie set this up to be a fresh start for the Spider-Man. And it seems like they don't really want to commit to that, having MJ and Ned still be important to the plot, and also bringing back, people who knew him. So far, it's just Bruce Banner right now. It seems like they didn't want to fully commit to that, because it could have been a good way to start, a Black Cat love interest with the Spider-Man. If, hey, MJ is gone. She's not an option for me anymore. Oh, hey, there's this like super hot cat burglar that's going around, and she keeps like, one-upping me on all the time, and oh, she's so hot, I love her. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't seem like they want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, it's kind of like, I think we've talked about it before, but it's like, I don't know why franchises now can't trust their main character with having just a solo project. Like, everything has to be like, oh, you're gonna get help from this hero, or so-and-so is gonna do this. It's like, just let them be alone. Like, Batman's like the only one that doesn't have help from people. Superman has help. Spider-Man has help. What are we doing?
Well, with Spider-Man, it is like a legal thing that they're required to. Like, there has to be crossover in order for it to be profitable for Sony.
Which is dumb.
And honestly,
yeah.
comic-wise, the biggest comic events have always been the crossovers.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, you have your what is it? The Mutants versus Avengers. What was that?
AVX.
Yeah, you have that. Teen Titans versus DC, Justice League versus Teen Titans, things like that. Crossovers are always like a big selling point, because that's how you get people who only like mutants to buy an Avengers comic, or people who only like the Avengers to get into the mutants comics, things like that. And the same way with the movies and TV shows. Say, hey, you should go watch Daredevil. It's really good. Look, he's in this movie. Boom. Ticket sold, or video streamed. It's about the money.
It is.
It's all about the money.
All right.
I think we milked this trailer for all it's worth.
I think so, because we've been at this for about an hour and a half.
Yep.
Stu, is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/Stu_, where sometimes I play games.
Whoa. Tristan, is there anything you would like to plug?
Yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram at TAJVUE. I take pictures and stuff, so check them out.
Wow. It's so good to hear that again. It really brings a lot of joy to my
I
heart.
did it once.
You did it twice, I think.
I think I did. I gave your Instagram handle for my plug one day.
That's amazing.
You can find me at Tomahawk Presents on YouTube and Instagram. And thank you for making it this far in the video. We appreciate it. And I'm tired. It is 12:30 at night.
It's almost 1
And
a.m.
I'm sleepy.
I'm so sleepy. I gotta be up at 6 a.m. tomorrow or
Oh my
today.
God.
Ew.
I gotta be up at 6 a.m. every time we do this. It's always on a
Ew.
work night for me. It's never not on a work night.
Stu loves us.
You're lucky I
so
love you guys
much.
so much.
I love you and I love Spider-Man and I love you, the viewer. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Wakanda forever.
Bye.